Hey everyone, this is Joe with Southeastern Frontiers, and today we are on a road trip. We are touring the covered bridges of North Alabama, at least some of them. We're not going to be able to get them all in one day, but we're going to take you on a tour of some of our favorites. So let's get going. In this video, my wife and I road trip to 7 historic covered bridges found in North Alabama, dating as far back as 1850. All but one of these bridges is free to visit, and only one is not in the original location, and one is currently open for driving across. Besides the bridges, the road trip passes through some of the best countryside Alabama has to offer, and many sites and small communities to enjoy. It is easily one of the best road trips in Alabama. Our tour begins at the Clarkson-Legg Covered Bridge in Cullman County, just northwest of the town of Cullman. This is Alabama's second longest covered bridge and is in its original location, which has been made into a county park. Our first stop today is the Clarkson-Legg Covered Bridge, which is just west of Cullman, Alabama. At 270 feet long, it is the second longest covered bridge in Alabama. The Clarkson Covered Bridge was built in 1904, destroyed by a flood in 1921 and rebuilt the following year. It is a very neat bridge. Wish you could smell the wood. It has a distinctive smell. Very cool. Traffic no longer crosses the old Clarkson Bridge. Instead, there's a more modern but looking quite old concrete bridge right next to it, right over there. Near the Clarkson Bridge, there's a very nice little pond and a small dam and a really nice little trail that walks around it. It makes for a very pleasant stroll. So a nice thing about the Clarkson Bridge is it is part of a Cullman County park, and there are hiking trails and a pond, and sometimes there's water turning a water wheel back there. It's a fun place, and it's very family friendly. The next stop on our tour is my favorite, the Swann Covered Bridge near the town of Cleveland. This bridge spans the Locust Fork of the Black Warrior River and is the longest existing covered bridge in Alabama. I'm approaching the Swann Bridge. It is apparently closed. I'm hoping it's just closed for repairs and not permanently, because this is one of my all-time favorite covered bridges, and apparently until just recently you could drive over it. I've driven over it many times in the past, but the road was closed back there about a half mile. But luckily I can hike, so I'm hiking down to take a look at what's going on down here. This is the Swann Bridge. Very cool. Like I said, I've driven over this bridge many times. I hope the closure is temporary. And that out there is the Locust Fork of the Warrior River. It's a beautiful stream. So it looks like there's still road access on the west side of the bridge. Just not on the east side. From here, it is a short hop over from the Swann Bridge to the Easley Covered Bridge near Oneonta. This is the only covered bridge in the tour that you can still drive over. This is the Easley Covered Bridge. The sign here by the Easley Covered Bridge has a map showing the covered bridges of Blount County, Alabama, which are some of the best. So let's see, so far in Blount County we have seen the Swann Bridge over here, and now we are at the Easley Bridge, which is here, and we're going to continue up to the Horton Mill Bridge, which is here, before we move off this map. But yeah, this is very nice. The Easley Covered Bridge is not very long, but it's pretty cute. And it's open for you to drive through. The last bridge in our set of 3 in Blount County is the Horton Mill Covered Bridge, also near the town of Oneonta. This is the tallest covered bridge above any waterway in the U.S.
Continue straight.
Ooh, we got some kudzu there. Almost growing over the road here. Hanging from all the trees. This is the Horton Mill Bridge, built in 1934 over the Calvert Prong of the Little Warrior River. It has a height of 70 feet above the stream below, making it the tallest covered bridge over any U.S. waterway. So that's pretty cool. So we can look over the edge here. And yeah, you can see it's quite a ways down. Very cool. There is a trail to the bottom that I've taken before, but I don't think I'm going to go down there today. But it can be pretty fun if you want to get out and stretch your legs a little. So the Horton Bridge, like the Swann Bridge we saw earlier, is closed for inspection and repair. So I got piles of rock out here to keep you from driving over it until they've finished up their work. So there it is, the Horton Mill Bridge. Very nice. It is an hour's drive to our next covered bridge in Oxford, Alabama, near Anniston. But it is worth the drive. The Goldwater Covered Bridge is the oldest still standing covered bridge in the state and was built in 1850. It has been moved to its current location in the Oxford City Park. All right, we are on a longer drive this time. After those 3 bridges in quick succession in Blount County, we now are driving down to the Goldwater Bridge, which is near Anniston, Alabama. So we got a little drive in front of us this time. We are almost to Anniston. Goldwater Covered Bridge is right off the interstate, so we should be there shortly. This is the Goldwater Bridge. The Goldwater Covered Bridge in Oxford, Alabama, was built in 1850 and is the oldest covered bridge in the state. It is now located in the middle of a city park. A beautiful setting. The sign above the bridge here says that the Goldwater Covered Bridge was moved to this location in August of 1990 to Oxford Lake here. Very cool. Well, it's a pretty little bridge. All right, we're gonna try this out. This is supposedly a mangonada. So this is a mangonada. It has mango, chili powder. I'm about to squeeze a lime onto it. Let's see how it goes. Oh wow, that's good. Woo. That's neat. A little spicy, sweet, a lot of mango. Our next stop is the Waldo Covered Bridge in Waldo, Alabama, just south of Talladega. This covered bridge was built in 1858 and is in its original location, but no longer spans the full gap across the Talladega Creek. We approached this bridge from the wrong side on Mump Creek Road and so had limited views of it. I recommend you approach it from the south side right off of State Route 77, but be considerate as the bridge is on private property. We are on our way to the Waldo Bridge. Almost to the Waldo Bridge. Well, this appears to be all that's left of the Waldo Bridge. Built in 1858, it's the second oldest covered bridge in Alabama, but it doesn't reach the shore anymore. At least not from this side, and I don't think you can get at it from the other side. Very interesting. Well, I'm not going to trudge down through there, I don't think. Huh. I was expecting a little more, I guess. Before heading back home, our last stop on this trip is the Kymulga Covered Bridge near Childersburg, Alabama. This covered bridge, built in 1861 and in its original location, is located in Kymulga Park and requires a $4 entrance fee to enter the park and cross the bridge. Next, we are on our way to the Kymulga Covered Bridge. That'll be the last one for the day. The Kymulga Covered Bridge. the second oldest covered bridge in Alabama. And one of only two left in its original spot from the 1800s. The Kymulga Covered Bridge is in the Kymulga Gristmill Park. It's in its original location, built in 1858. There's a little dam here where the old gristmill was. And the gristmill is right there, still here. There is a wedding today, so I'm not going to cross the bridge where the wedding is about to start. The park closes in a few minutes. We got here just before closing. It's $4 to enter the park. But there's, looks like there's kayaking and some other things to do. There's a gift store. That's where you pay your $4. The Kymulga Mill. There's the little store. Very nice. There's the grist mill. And the Kymulga Bridge is there. And there's some campgrounds over there. And more of the park on the other side of the bridge. It's pretty cool. We'll have to come back sometime when they're actually open. All right, that was the last of our covered bridges. So we're gonna head back home now, but that has been a fun trip today. We took in 7 covered bridges, although one of them we really couldn't get to. But I think if you came back in the winter, that Waldo Bridge would be more visible without all the leaves on the trees. But you can't actually get to it, so that's kind of interesting. And the last one, the Kymulga Bridge, would have been better had the park not just closed when we got there. So, and they were having a wedding, so we took a few quick pictures and headed out. So, time to head home now. It's a long drive ahead of us.